Don't drown, please. So you want me to go down this way instead. Alright. It's too deep there. Everything's too deep for you, dog. Get some height. You know, wear some lifts if you have to. Welcome everybody to the Falcon one-shot. On the agenda we have We Are The Dwarves here today. This right here is a really unique title, but there is a huge focus on strategy with this one. You want to pause your surroundings, you want to figure out what's happening around you, make sure you're making the right move before you go along with it, because any sort of little mistake you make could indeed spell disaster for your campaign over here. The story I really cannot say I'm too familiar with at the moment. This is a pre-release build. The game is releasing on the 26th. I'm over here recording on, I believe, is the 22nd if I'm right here. Or 23rd, something like that. I'm not even sure what day it is today. But that's not really the point. The problem is that the opening cutscene has no subtitles nor any voice acting, which is going to be added once the game is released, so unfortunately nobody in the press right now has any sort of idea what the opening cutscene might be saying or referring to. But from what I gather, it is more of a fantasy steampunk setting. You are in control of 3 dwarves, and who apparently have crash landed on this planet over here, and you're supposed to get them back together and figure out a way to escape over here. So as you start off, you will have to roll with individual dwarves, and down the line you bring them together and you can kind of party up, and each one will kind of focus on a different type of ability. Alrighty guys, so after our opening cinematic over here, we are basically dumped right here. This is the leftover of our little at least the pod of our ship that we were at, that we crash landed on. We have to kind of meet up with our other 2 individuals over here, but that happens down the line. For now, the game's going to kind of take us through some tutorialized functions over here. We have the exploration points. Exploration points help to gain information about surrounding objects. Some points could be found on the level, and others will appear after killing some enemies. Gotcha. So right now we do have one available right on over here. Now, as I mentioned, this game's going to be really based on strategy and also making your moves, or at least thinking about your moves before you actually go ahead and make them. Enemies are going to have a lot of sensors to their advantage. Some will have superior vision, some will have superior touch, as in if you were in a certain location and you move something, they'll be like, wait a minute, this wasn't here before, and they'll go and check it out. Some have really superb hearing. As a matter of fact, these whistlers here have amazing hearing, and some can even smell you. You know, they'll get your little dwarven smell and be like, you know what? I smell a stinking dwarf around here. They'll go over there and check it out. So, keep all those sensors in mind as you progress over here. Right now, if we hover over these guys, we will be able to see what their, at least their point of view is going to be at, right? This guy's going to be chilling here the entire time. We don't have to worry about him. Our friend over here is the one we have to worry about because he's over here patrolling. So, let me go ahead and click on him so his vision is always in our sight over here. Now, homeboy over here might hear us, but we want to rush behind coverage just in case. So he heard something, he's going to go over there and check it out. But I think we should be fine. Why he doesn't look over that little boulder right here? Well, I don't really know, but, you know, pretty silly on his part. I guess he's not really being paid too much for it, that's he doesn't care too much, which, you know, I don't really blame him. Now, we're going to come over here and... boom. So they kind of heard some noise, but nothing really enough to ruffle their feathers to make them turn around. But as you notice right there, we used as our skill down over here, which pushed them off the cliff completely. This game's going to teach you that confrontational battles are not going to be to your advantage. You want to avoid those completely because your dwarves, oddly enough, even though they have this amazing armor on, I guess we have to build the armor over time, but they're really squishy. Do not get into fights with individuals like one-on-one. Actually, you could probably do one-on-one, but you'll take a lot of damage in the process. But if you're looking at one-on-2, one-on-3, you're going to be in a really tough spot. So you definitely have to use your environment to your advantage early on. This will teach us about pausing. The game's never really paused completely, but it'll be just like really super slow-mo action here. Now this guy, as you can see, he's basically toast. He's over here overlooking. I'm going to use my W skill for this one, push him off, and there he goes, no big problem. This right here is going to be our big problem. Now, let's talk about this one here really quickly. This guy's over here just staring off over here, so that shouldn't be a problem. This guy's going to be looking at over on this side. What I could potentially do is lure this guy over to me by walking over to this little radius. He'll probably come over here and check it out. I'll run back over here and then I can just push him off. That's one way to go about it. So I think, as a matter of fact, we will. If it goes my way, he shouldn't alert his friend and we should be fine. But if it goes bad, then we're going to die. But let's see here. I think that might be the best course of action. As a matter of fact, there's another bit of the cone vision that comes through here. Maybe if I just chill over on this side. There he comes. Alright. So there he goes. Now we're left with a one-on-one situation, which is what I wanted to do. And Oh, he's almost out. Let's push him out. There you go. Perfect. You know, that went actually better than I thought it would be. So we lured out one of them. Had we gone in there like guns blazing, would have been wrecked. We would have been completely wrecked by that party. Let me just get my HP back, and we're good to go over here. Now, the next one over here is going to be a bit more interesting. This one also teaches about resources. Energy ore, star crust, and the Dwarven stones. All of these will have different type of things, but you want to collect them to essentially either build up your skills, build up your armor, so on and so forth. Alrighty, let's move down over here. That's one of them right here, as a matter of fact. We have 11, or not 1100. Wow, 11 he says. Sorry, dyslexia, what can I say? Alright, so right now we should have 3 dudes just chilling. Chilling over here. Now, again, we're going to go back to the whole environment thing. Damn, this shellfish made some noise, yada yada yada, so he's just going to come check it out. I normally like to take advantage of this part and do this. Get rid of one of them right off the bat. And then, if we could... Please him. Then, they have no idea that their friend's gone here. I come all the way back over here, we should be fine. Alrighty, not a big problem. No, don't turn around and check that out, we're fine. Then, we just wait again, and we'll push one of these idiots off here again. And now we're left with a one-on-one situation, not a big problem. As a matter of fact, there you go, not a problem whatsoever. Really good. So again, that took me a while, believe me. I kind of what I'm doing because I played this game for like, a good 3 hours before I decided to record an episode for it. But it took me a while. I was over here just getting wrecked constantly. I would try to take them on like 3-on-1, which is kind of like, yeah, you don't want to do that at all. Alrighty, so over here we have another exploration point. Teach me about the ways. The Rune Stone. Use the save game to repair and to improve your spacesuit to activated. Gather all dwarves near the stone. Well, right now we only have 1. So, let's check out our characters here really quickly. Layers of spacesuit armor increases protection of the owner. When an armor layer is completely broken, its armor bonus disappears. To repair damaged armor layer, double-click on it. Energy ore is required for the repair. If the cell is totally broken, star crust is necessary as well. Spacesuit subsystems. They require certain working armor layers on the spacesuit. Energy ore is necessary to charge the gravitational loop, and the defibrillator. The lantern and the life support system work without recharging. The 3 perks. Perks are activated with the Dwarven stones, unique for each dwarf. Alright, so right now we shouldn't have anything to really activate up here, because it's kind of like the whole tutorial phase. I guess down the line they'll give you a few more, so you can actually learn them. I'll be honest with you, I haven't gotten that far in the game myself, so I can't really talk about that. But over here we could kind of use some of the cores that we got to give ourselves more of a defensive boost, and I guess we probably will. For this one we need 2 star crusts, but we only have 1. So we'll go ahead and grab this one, which will give us access to the flashlight already once we do need it, and we will down the line. So that's cool. Let's go ahead and get on out of here. Save my changes. Yep, that's fine. We could also do a save. Let's do a save. Alrighty. Now we could get on out of here right now if we want to. There's another collectible down here, but I like to explore a little bit, and I saw a bit of a prize down here. Now we have a healing crystal. Oh, we have this one up here too. That was actually added with this current update. There was an update not too long before I started recording here today. I don't remember that one here before. Okay. So right now, obviously, we have 2 guys over here overlooking. We want to get rid of them. And then probably homeboy over here. The one that's going to be a problem is going to be this guy who's over here patrolling. So let's see if we can make this work without much of a problem. Falcon, make sure they don't see you. Falcon, cancel that. That's not what I was hoping to do. we probably have fucked this one completely already. We actually might be fine. We might be fine, but I misclicked for a fact here. Yeah. So I hit this guy that was patrolling with the W skill, which is I wanted to hit the guy back over here because we would have pushed him off completely, but it was kind of a mess here. But that's fine. We still got it. Luckily, our armor did kind of help us out here a little bit. This is going to be... What is that one? That one might be the crust, if I'm right. And over here, we have a few more of the mineral ores. Cool. And we got our HP back, not a big problem. So again, you want to explore and you'll find more consumables that way to unlock more abilities. The more abilities you have down the line, probably the better chance you have to survive here. So right now we've just been kind of using the first class. This guy's more of a ranged dude, obviously really squishy. The next one that you mess around with is going to be more of the brawler, I guess. Anybody alive there? Repeat. Anybody alive there? No? Okay. It's time to move on now. Well, I do believe we get introduced with the other class now, if I remember correctly here. Yeah. And as I mentioned, there should be voice acting along with these scenes whenever the game is fully released, so keep that in mind. I guess these dwarves will have voices then. This is Second speaking. Anybody alive there? So our second dwarf is going to be Smashfist over here. That's Smashfist, not Smash Mouth. Different type of smashing altogether here. You know, hey now, you're an all-star, get your... Okay, whatever. I'm not going to sing that. So right now, as you can see, we have no skills and our HP is quite low. We have to get a skill before we can get involved with anybody else. Now, Smashfist can indeed go head-to-head with a few enemies on occasion. As a matter of fact, he also has a few grouping abilities too. But right now, our HP is low and he has no skills, so we have to keep a close eye on what's happening. You are going to be the problem child, so I'm going to click you and find out what your radius is all about. I should be able to move here a bit forward and we're fine. As soon as he turns, we're going to run. And we should be fine. There's going to be another dude up in his upper right corner if I am correct here as well. There he is. Now, the control thing, the game uses the word control really freely, and the first time I... Hey, let's get on out of that radius here, huh? The first time I read control, I thought you would literally control the enemy and use them for your own evil bidding or evil doing. But no, I guess it just means to kind of like control them in a fashion where they're not going to be moving from there. So you kind of stabilize them, neutralize them in a sense. But just keep in mind the word control is used freely that way, so it's kind of like, you know, you're thinking, am I going to control them myself? But it's not quite like that. So right now we have control. We're going to go ahead and use control on this guy. And it will indeed just neutralize him completely, and he's not going to get a single attack on us completely. So right now we just kind of stun him. He's going to just chill there and take it like a man. Alright here, I guess like a... whatever you might be. Some elven dwarf of some kind. I don't even know what kind of race you are, but that's fine. So we'll move over here. I don't think there's anything over here to find in terms when it comes to gems or ores. You might want to keep your eyes on those just to kind of upgrade as you go along over time here, but I don't think there's any down here. Let's go and get our HP back. Perfect. Now we can finally do some damage over time because we can get involved with big fights. This will be the article of the swamp. By the way, you could click these, by the way, bring them up with the journal, and you could read more about the environment around you, the enemies, bestiary. There's actually a lot of stuff over here that's really important to read because it'll give you ideas and hints how to get through stuff and what, you know, certain enemies excel at. So I mean, definitely keep that in mind whenever that pops up on your little gameplay here. Now this right here might be... What are you doing? Oh, you're talking with your bro. Second, we got some system of cascade swamps here. Huge roots everywhere. I think I can use them to get out of here, but my spacesuit is badly damaged. Try to find pieces of energy ore from our fuel compartment. You can use them to repair your spacesuit, and if you find some star crust, you'll be able to fix a broken armor and reactivate disabled subsystems. Good luck. I'm at the entrance of a network of narrow caves. I'll try to explore them, and maybe I'll be able to get out of here. So this right here might be the last screen that we will be seeing in this video. I just wanted to give you a good little rundown on how the game works out over here. A whirlwind of hits that hurts nearby enemies and doesn't allow them to attack. It's better to use whirlwind in the middle of an enemy crowd. That's what I talked about, this guy being able to take on a few enemies at one point here. So you might want to kind of pick your battles as you go over here forward, but he should be fine against these little scrubs over here. Hey, turn around. There you go. Whirlwind. And Whirlwind does have a little bit of a control feature as well, as you noted. It does kind of stun them a little bit, but not as much as Control would with a one-on-one target. Now your Ram attack over here pushes and cripples all the enemies on its way. Damage depends on the distance of the target. So the farther you are, the more damage you definitely do. So you're probably thinking you might want to, you know, do that with these guys. Well, kind of. The only problem is you cannot use your skill through the swamp. So if we come over here and we try to do our little Ram attack, isn't effective in the swamp. So we have to get out of the swamp before we can definitely use it. Which I'll try to give it a try here, but hey, cancel out. Let's get your HP back if we can here too, huh? Good job, buddy. Alrighty. Now these guys over here are pretty similar to what we just fought. They're a bit stronger, however. You can tell by the color palette on this guy. So I'm gonna pick this up here. I want to wait until they're together so we can just kind of ram into them, but it might not be possible. I'm going to probably save the ram attack for another demonstration here. But for now, let's go ahead and just keep our eyes on this guy here. That might be the ram that we do need. Yeah, buddy! Alrighty. So we'll go ahead and just do that. Get some damage in here. We'll go into our whirlwind, stun the both of them if we can, and then just a few extra attacks should be enough for the kill over here. Not a big problem. Battle Cry. Powerful cry that pushes enemies away. It helps you control them on a battlefield and to get some time for abilities to recharge. It causes no damage, so it can be used on allies as well. Very good to know. Let's move onwards over here. So this right here might be the last thing that we get involved with before we wrap it up here. I just kind of want to get through this entire screen before we do that. There's a third class, obviously, that which we don't have enough time for because the Smashfist little introduction takes a bit longer than I really wanted to. So we won't be able to get to the third dwarf over here, but he's going to be more of a stealth-based, lurk in the shadows type of individual. Let's go ahead and grab our HP back over here and check out this exploration point. Interesting, it seems that these creatures are able to move on top of the swamp surface. Alrighty. So what I want to do for this one, if we can... There you go. Just grab this guy's attention. Call your bros if you want. There you go. And then we just want to do our dash through here. And follow up with a whirlwind. Not too big of a deal. Alrighty. Should be able to get our HP back as well, right? There you go. I guess we could do the same with those guys over there if we want to, but not a big deal. So you could also hide, by the way, in these little, like, you know, bushes, you know, plant life. These cocoons will indeed burst on occasion if you get too close to them. And they will do two things. Sometimes they'll turn into other enemies. Sometimes they will give off your location by making noise. And sometimes they'll blow up and push you off of the environment, which could be pretty devastating on occasion as well. And here we have another save point. Get ourselves some HP if we can here. Excuse me. Hey. Use it. Characters. Alright. Well, not HP, but get some of our armor back. So we'll use this one over here. Get our second level of armor. Alright, so let's see. Two of these guys over here. Not really a big problem. I kind of want to hit control on one of them. So this guy's going to be more away from his friends. So let's see. Can we do control on the swamp? Or are you going to drown? Yeah, we got control on him. It's like, hey, what's going on over here, huh? Well, your friend just died, and so are you, Buckman. Not a big problem. Let's grab our ore. All we need to do is grab one more of them and we're done here, which is going to be down over on this side. I should get my HP back, I guess, but we'll just risk it this way. I think we should be fine. Don't drown, please. So you want me to go down this way instead? Alright. It's too deep there. Everything's too deep for you, dog. Get some height. You know, wear some lifts if you have to. Okay, this might be the best opportunity for this guy. Oh, come on! He was right there waiting for the pickings. Let me just charge onto this guy. We'll go into our whirlwind. We should be fine, honestly. I'd be surprised if we suddenly died here. Not a deal. Alright. Here's our Fort 1. Did you pick it up, or are you just walking on top of it? You might want to pick it up, my friend. There you go. And what's over here? I see a cave network on top of this route. I should use it to move forward. You got it. I'm pretty sure there's no other hidden items here as well, so we should be quite alright to maneuver. And I think we're going to probably start wrapping it up here, guys, as a matter of fact. Let me see what the next screen entails of, and I'll make a judgment call. But I think I have gotten most of the combat. Oh, we haven't done the battle cry, I guess, for this class. I see the wreckage of our ship. There may be some important parts I could use. We need to take a close look. There are also maybe some resources among the wreckage. Okay, I'll be watchful. So for this part, you kind of want to explore the 4 different, I guess, remains of your spaceship and pick up some more extra items to get your armor back up and running over here. Let me use the battle cry ability if I can. This one does no damage, obviously. It's not what I was trying to do, like at all. But check this out. You see those fellers over there? They actually popped up. If you attack them while they're still in cocoon mode, they'll actually be destroyed, so they won't spawn, and you'll be fine. Can you, battle cry? Yeah. Well, I mean, I was killing him already, so that's what that happened. But battle cry would just push him back, and we could have probably pushed a few of these guys off the cliff as well. But I messed up on that when I hit the wrong key when I actually got involved with this fight. But yeah, we're gonna wrap it up here. There's gonna be a few other crash sites, but, you know, that is We Are The Dwarves for the most part. There's gonna be a third class, which we haven't talked about. I never saw that flying critter before. Hey, buddy. What are you doing over there? Anyway, I'm getting over here distracted. We Are The Dwarves. Information in the description if you want to check it out for your own accord. Really fun game, really unique in that regard. If you're into the whole stealthy, strategy-based type of stuff, you might want to enjoy this one for a fact and keep your eye on it as well. 26, description below should have the information that you need. I will catch you next time.